What is going on, guys? It is World of JCC and welcome back to another Pro Clubs video. We're looking ahead to FIFA 19, but before we do that, please check out our series sponsor OneFootball, the only app to follow your World Cup team and your club side at the same time. With exclusive interviews, player ratings, breakdowns of the games and videos, it's the only football app you need. Link in the description down below. So guys, 5 things we don't want to see in FIFA 19 Pro Clubs. I'm going to be referring back to this video when some Pro Clubs information is leaked, hopefully over the next couple of months, and definitely when FIFA 19 is dropped and we've played the game a little bit. Thank you for all the support on the channel recently as we approach 37,000 subscribers. Please hit that red button down below. Let's get into our countdown. Now, it's important to note that there are many things wrong with the game. I made a video 50 things wrong with Pro Clubs. You can see that in the top right hand corner right now. So it's hard to condense this down into 5 things. So comment down below what you think we've missed. I'll be reading all of your comments with great interest. Let's get into this. First thing is I do not want 5v5 Pro Clubs to be what people consider the elite level of Pro Clubs. There's been lots of whispers and talks of Pro Clubs recently. We've spoke about it in other videos. Some big names in the community have been finally talking about Pro Clubs, but there's that little bit of worry I've got where some of those names mention 5v5 as Pro Clubs. 5v5 is not elite level Pro Clubs. Don't get me wrong, you can play 5v5 Pro Clubs, it's fun, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're talking the elite level of Pro Clubs is 11 versus 11. Fact, non-negotiable, done. Take it from the people like me who buy FIFA for the last 4 or 5 years just to play Pro Clubs. Point number 2 is pay to win. Now, I'm a big fan of microtransactions. I even made a video specifically talking about how I want microtransactions to be in FIFA 19 for Pro Clubs. But what I do not want is loot crates. And some people on my channel sometimes confuse that. I don't want packs. I don't want a chance of getting something. I'm not interested in packs. I'm talking microtransactions, Epic Games Fortnite style. I'm talking releasing regular features that keeps the game fresh. And I could go into detail about what I think those should be, but I've obviously spoke about that in another video. Link in the top right hand corner if you want to see that. So yeah, loot crates can go to hell. Not interested in loot crates, but I'm interested in regular updates to the game and features that we could buy that don't have an effect on our ability to win the game. Point number 3 is to find a solution to the continued negligence that Pro Clubs is shown, and I think I've got one. If EA could take it upon themselves to employ or delegate somebody to actually monitor Pro Clubs, it would go a long way to bringing the game mode into the 21st century. I mean, we had a 99 player glitch where players were running around level 99 online for 2 months. 2 months. So you couldn't even go into a normal divisions game without running into a team with 3 strikers who were like Ronaldo on happy pills, just banging in goals from 40 yards. Ridiculous. If they had somebody in charge of Pro Clubs who monitored the glitches in game mode, they would know that was an issue and it would have been fixed within a couple of days. Shocking that it took over 2 months to resolve. On top of that, a community manager of Pro Clubs could organise events like we see in the Ultimate Team scene. Of course, nowhere near as big as the Ultimate Team events at this stage, but they could take place at the Ultimate Team events themselves as a little side bit of entertainment for when the pro gamers aren't actually playing each other in a 1v1 scenario on Ultimate Team. On the negligence side of things, I actually know somebody at EA. He's not involved in a game development role at all, and he knew about the drop-ins glitch from watching my videos. The drop-ins got fixed. So a guy who's not involved in the development or managing of the game at all just happens to be a fan of the channel, watched the issue that I brought up in my 50 things wrong with Pro Clubs, which was the new problem with drop-ins where you'd be getting kicked out of games if somebody left the lobby. That was fixed because he mentioned it to his superiors. Incredible. Number 4, and that is the leveling system. I don't want to see the same leveling system in FIFA 19 Pro Clubs. I find it a little bit mundane, to be honest. I think you level so quickly, you get all of your trait points, and it's just done by the time you've played like 150 games, if that. And you can still level up after that in the game, so I do like that system, but I would suggest adding on the accomplishments on top of what we've already got. I'm not saying to take away the trait point system or the in-game leveling, I'm saying to add on accomplishments as well. If they added on 300 accomplishments, or even more, like they have in the My Player career mode, it would be awesome. It would keep the game fresh long into its life cycle, like now when we're in June. All I'm playing for is my reactions. I've literally maxed out everything else. I'm just playing to get 92 reactions. Why? Something creative they could do with that as well is meaning that winning divisions titles or cups gives you certain trait points, unlockable trait points that if somebody didn't win Division 1, they wouldn't be able to get their hands on this particular trait point. It would add another aspect to divisions, as that can get a little bit stale into the life cycle of the game. I think it would be very cool for them to do something like that. Number 5 is for the game to be exactly the same as it has been for the last 5 years. Please just bring us some new content to get excited about. Please add in some new features. Don't leave the game as it was in the last one and just change the colour scheme. New eyebrow height. Have you ever worried of your eyebrows not being the correct height? Well, worry no more, as FIFA 19 is revolution. There's so much potential with pro clubs, it could go so far. Just some of the stuff that we've discussed here on the channel has got people very excited, and that's some of my ideas and some of your ideas as a community that we've all come together and made some videos. Like, there's so much potential for this game mode. Please don't just roll out the same game but sticking a 9 on instead of an 8. Like, we get it, you love Ultimate Team. Like, we totally get it. But pro clubs also exists. Please show us some love. Thank you for watching, guys. That's all I got time for today. Hopefully we can refer back to this video in FIFA 19 and we can be very pleasantly surprised with some of the changes that we are witnessing. It really is amazing that on this channel we can bring up bugs and they're fixed on pro clubs within a week. Crazy to think that we actually got drop-ins fixed directly from this channel. Thank you for all the support. Please like this video if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to comment down below the changes that you would like to see to pro clubs in FIFA 19. I've been World of JCC, and I will see you all next time.
When I'm with you, it feels like home.